Well, it's time for another Montana Stockgrowers Association Leadership, Legacy, and the Land. In Montana, ranching is more than just a job. It's a way of life rooted in tradition and passed down through generations. Glennie, a fifth-generation rancher and volunteer leader with the Montana Stockgrowers Association, is dedicated to advocating for the future of agriculture and the state's beef cattle industry. Glennie's family roots stretch back over a century at the base of the Snowy Mountains, where they've called this land home for 120 years.
My family came over here and settled right here, actually where we're standing, about 120 years ago.
Ian's continuing that legacy, but his situation is unique.
Fifth generation here, the Glennie here, but I kind of have a unique situation. I'm the only family member here on the place. My dad actually works in town. He's been a banker all his life and has kind of put a lot of this together over the years.
Ian first got involved in agriculture advocacy and leadership while attending Montana State University.
When I first went to college, I kind of became active and involved in quite a few different organizations and groups and clubs and whatnot. And Collegiate Stockgrowers happened to be one of those groups. And stayed pretty active and involved in that. I was the Collegiate Stockgrowers president there at MSU for a year term or however long it was.
But after graduation, Ian found himself drifting away from those connections.
I kind of became disconnected without meaning to. Luckily, somebody kind of called me and got me back involved, and I've loved every minute of it since.
Now as the Stockgrowers South Central District Director, Ian's focused on advocating for sustainable beef production and protecting agricultural lands.
I think right now, keeping the cattle industry sustainable and keeping this egg ground in egg production. You know, there's so many outside forces coming in these days, whether that be out-of-state landowners or different groups and organizations. I think it's pivotal that we keep this egg ground in egg production.
Programs like MSGA's Producer Profitability have given Ian perspective on the challenges facing ranchers across Montana.
The Producer Profitability was such a great experience. You touched every corner of the state of Montana and you heard everybody's different issues and what's important to them. My issues here in Judith Gap are probably a lot different than somebody in Ronan or Kalispell or Miles City, and you kind of you got to hear everybody's side of it.
For Ian, it all comes down to a simple philosophy: care for the land and it'll care for you.
I think it's very important to take care of the land first, and the land will take care of the cattle, and hopefully the cattle at the end of the day will take care of you.
Now, Ian says he's optimistic about the future of Montana's beef cattle industry, but knows it's going to take continued advocacy along with a lot of hard work to help keep producers on the land and to keep that land in egg production.